Hello everyone. Today I have a beautiful couple and very successful business owner here. I'm Bahara Budget from Ottawa, and Emily and Jackson are from Vancouver, my guests today. Hi, Emily and Jackson.
Hi,
Hi,
Bahara.
Bahari. Hi.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much to be here. I was very excited to have you here because I believe you have a lot of good stories for me and my fans that they're gonna see this video. I don't talk a lot about myself. I am a former social worker
Mm-hmm.
and I live in Ottawa with my family, my husband, and two sons. I love this online business, and I've been learning a lot with this. And I think after 40 years, I found my purpose and I love it, and I will continue growing my business. Uh, how about you? Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. So we are, well, I'm Jackson. This is Emily. We are originally from Taipei, Taiwan. That's where we were born, we grew up, but we both went to school, university in Vancouver. But after we graduated from college, we both went back to Taiwan. This is like over 20 years ago. And we went back to Taiwan and that's where we met actually, where we were work colleagues. And we study, sorry, we work in Taiwan, we got married, we had kids, and we only moved back to Vancouver about 5.5 years ago, I would say. So the reason that we were living in Taiwan, but we've always wanted to bring our kids to expose them to more international education. And it so happened I had an opportunity to transfer my job to Vancouver. So that's when we decided to move everyone. We have four sons, so we total six people moved from Taipei um, to Vancouver. I think how many boxes do we ship?
40.
40 boxes. Yeah, so we moved everything over. Yeah, so this is 5.5 years ago. Um, so that's where we end up. That's where we're living now in Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And can I ask you what is your background?
Yeah, sure. So I've always been in a software sales area, specifically logistics software. So
Cool.
I've always in this area for about 17, 18 years. So that's one of the reason that, and Emily, she's maybe
I
okay.
am a personal coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah, so she does a lot of like personal development and coaching and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
so the reason that I just want to jump in it, that we
Yes.
started this whole thing was that in 2019, I was suddenly laid off from my job, which I had for like 16 years. And that was a shock to my system because I always thought, it was very stable. I shouldn't have any problems. But after that incident, it made me think about even if I go to another similar company, same thing could happen again. Right? So that's when, and at the same time, Emily, with her job, she had to travel a lot
Mm-hmm.
to Asia to do a lot of this kind of her work, which brings her away from the family, maybe twice a month or something like that. So she has to fly to Asia quite a lot. And so at the time that I got laid off, and she's kind of wanting to find a solution, so that's when we found this business, and we thought, hey, this would be something that we can build for long term. And also for me personally, I think it's good that so that I could become my own boss, so I don't have to be, unless I want to lay off myself, right? So I want to make sure I have a business that we can call our own and kind of have more control about our lives, right? Both time and
Awesome.
finance. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course. And I think your both background kind of helps you to develop your business, isn't it true?
You mean for this digital business?
Yes, yes.
Yes and
Mm-hmm.
no, because
How
although
come?
I have a background in software, that kind of made. I mean, one of the mistakes I would say I made was I was kind of overestimate my ability on the training. So, I mean, I was just so I didn't really follow the training in the beginning because I thought I knew everything. But I think our training is so comprehensive, especially we never have any digital marketing experience. So I think, yeah, it helped me and not because on the technical side, I know how to, all the software and stuff, but it really humbled me that, oh, there's a lot to learn, right? And I don't know about if you want to share something.
Yeah, how about you, Emily?
I think it helped me because I was in the business of being a personal coach. So I love helping people. I love doing healing work with people. So in this business, this particular online business, we're also helping people to start up their own online business.
Yeah.
So it's in the same way of helping. So I love to work with people. So I think it felt like natural to me in this business.
I see. I see. Even for myself as a social worker, it's
Yeah.
obviously different. But when I came to Canada, I thought, okay, I will get a job because I came as a social worker, official social worker, and I thought there is a red carpet for me, and I'll get a very good job. And it wasn't true. I went to university again, and I got another degree in women's and gender studies. So now I have 20 years experience and a lot of education, but it didn't help me again. And I end up in a very famous and big company, but in different position. I was a program officer, nothing related to my skills, my education. But when I found this business, of course, at the beginning, I was just thinking about money and earning more income. But when I learn about the business, I found out, oh, this is a good opportunity to help people.
Yes.
At the same time, right, I can help myself and also help other people, which is so good. So I look at your Facebook. You've been very successful, and you had a very good journey during this business. The question that I wanted to ask you is, how could you describe this journey during these years since 2019?
I would say that this journey has been ups and downs. That I think it's just very common for any business that we are in, either online or offline. So, but looking back, I think this is just the right journey for us. That through every challenges that we learn a lot, we grow a lot, and also we apply ourselves and extend ourselves to our team to help them to avoid making the same mistakes that we did. So I would say that it's a very juicy journey that also the business helped us to get closer because we both working on the business at the same time, which is the first time in the past we've been known and we've been with each other for like 20 something years. But being as husband and wife is one thing, but being as a business partner is another. So we walked through a lot of differences. We got closer, and then so I think this business has helped us both in family and in financially in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And I think
Congratulations.
I think for both of us, what the biggest learning for me is to, of course, we have a goal that we want to achieve, but I think, especially in this business, is that we have to learn to like enjoy what we're doing every day, because whatever we do every day may not show the result right away, but if we don't enjoy it, then it will become like a chore, or you're gonna reject it, right? So I think that we have to make it fun and make sure we enjoy it. Well, not enjoy, like we're totally giving ourselves at the moment, and not always looking at comparing or like whether we achieve the goal or not, like that. So always I have to remind myself to enjoy the moment, to kind of see where we are, instead of always looking forward.
Yeah, that's a very good point, and really, I thank you, because yes, this is very important, and I always remind myself that focus on the journey, the process, not the goal. Yes, we all have a goal or some goals, but the journey has to be fun and pleasant. That's very good point. And now I would like to ask you, what if you want to categorize your anything that helps you to be here today, which kind of skills, or what is your secret? Let's say in this way, what is your secret that you are here today?
What is our secret? Well, for me, I think when we first started the business, we are. I think our secret is not to think too much. All right. So if we think too much, there's always excuses or things that stop us from moving forward. So I think our secret is, I think we remind each other to always focus on what we're trying to do now, solve the problem that's come up, and just be in the moment, I guess. Because I mean, I think by nature, both of us are not like really think too much. I think so.
You're not overthinker.
Yeah, really. So we just focus on what we're doing, and yeah, I think that's one big thing. I think we have by nature we have. I think, and
For me, I would say that the secret to our journey is to also believe in ourselves. And because we coming to this business opportunity, this community, this is really once in a lifetime. This is really gold mine that we have got assistant and everything. So, however, in the journey, I think the biggest enemy is our own mind. That sometimes we have self doubt and we don't know what to do. And then we have this fear and then we compare ourselves with others. So the secret is really always be our own cheerleader. That believing that we can do it because other people can do it. We can do it having access to the same system. So, and then we just when we have self-doubt, we pick ourselves up and then we believe in ourselves, we do the work consistently, and then we get there. And then we celebrate. I think celebration is another secret that we not just do the hard work, but we celebrate, we enjoy, we recognize ourselves. So I think it's that's what makes the journey so enjoyable.
Fantastic, beautiful point. That's good. Your couple, and you mentioned that you help each other sometimes. Is how was let me think about the question. I want to bring it very smart, in a very smart way. So was any time that one of you were down and lost your faith or wanted to give up, and the other one helped? Was that moment?
Well, I think we had that moment quite a few times over the past few years. That so what I do if I really want to quit, I don't feel like believing in myself. I talk to Jackson a lot. We communicate a lot every day about the kids, about the family, the work, the business, and everything. And then he is always, before I believe in myself, that he's always there for me already. That he believes in me and he support me. Doesn't matter. He sees my value before I do for myself. And then I think that's really key. That helped me to really clear my mind, clear out the cluster, and then keep moving forward.
Because I think this business is more about mindset, and I think especially that we work together as a partner in this business. We always feel that if we are good together in
Mhm.
terms of intimate, or we work out our differences, if as long as we're close on the same page, I think our business will take care of itself. Usually when we see there's a kind of a stoppage in the business or slower growth, usually it's when we're more distant away from each other. So what we really focus on is make sure we are always talking and communicate, and kind of we say on the same page, on the same level, in terms of intimacy and
Partnership.
equality, so that when we are close, then not just the business, our family will be more harmonious, right? So I would say more than technical stuff, I think more about us, the mindset of between us is important, right? So
Nice. What I heard is you boost each other,
mhm.
and when you are powerful, your business becomes powerful
Yeah.
automatically. Yeah, it's beautiful. I just came up with another question. I
Mhm.
promise you that's gonna be the last one.
No problem.
So, in last month, I
Mhm.
had a couple of cases that
Mhm.
they, for example, a gentleman were so excited to start this business, and he went home
Mhm.
and he got discouraged by his wife, and he
Mhm.
didn't get enough support.
Yeah.
And the word that I heard was the lady said, this is not your job, you can't be successful.
Mhm.
And that kind of hit me, because how we can know this is not or this is your job, because we don't have enough information before at least the 30-day
Mhm.
guarantee
Mhm.
trial, right? um do you have anything in your mind to say to those people that let other people, even their family members,
Mhm.
to break them down?
Break them down. Well, I would say it's hard to change people's minds. I mean, a lot of people, they didn't spend the time to understand this business, and they have opinions about what we do. So I guess the best, I would say, response to that would be, if this family member would not spend the time to understand this business but has opinions about it, then if I'm the one wanting to do the business, I would say I would communicate. But if I still cannot convince them, the best thing to do is to show the results, that it's once you do the work, you show the result. Then this happened in a lot in our community, right? Usually you have the skeptical spouse, and the other one just keep digging in and keep doing it, and then one day they show the result. So the best result is to do the work and show them, if you're not able to convince them, right? Because I mean, to be honest, it's hard to change people's minds, even if they haven't studied it, right? So
I agree.
yeah, I don't know. It happens a lot in the community. The husband and wife usually have different thinking about this thing that they're about to jump into. But at the end of the day, it's up to one of the spouse to say, I want to still do this, right? I
Yes.
mean, otherwise, it's easy to say, oh, my husband said no. Let's just drop it, right?
Yes, exactly.
I think
Exactly.
people judge, especially when they judge quickly, is because they don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have fear about, probably because of their past experience. So, for example, when we first started, that Jackson's, he is not very, very skeptical, but to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, that it is my also my responsibility to include him, because I invite him to watch the webinar. I discuss with him. I invite him to the coaching call and everything. So let him understand what my passion is. So keep bridging the difference between the one and the other.
Mm-hmm.
however, not using the other person to give up my vision. So I keep doing what I'm doing, but I'm not hiding. I'm not cutting him off. I keep bridging and then moving forward and then invite him, always invite, and then knowing that under his fear, there must be something else. The real problem is not the business. If not the business today, it'll be something else tomorrow between the relationship. So keep bridging, keep working on yourself, communicating. I think that eventually the two people will be on the same page.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I loved all your answers. I love the perspective, and I think the audience can find this interview very useful, especially for those that have a family. And thank you so much. It was very good to hear a couple's experience. And yeah, thank you. I loved it. It was short, sweet, and great.
Mhm. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
we
Yeah.
love being
Yeah.
here. Mhm.
Yeah. Do you have any question, anything to add up before wrapping up?
No, we're just very grateful that we have the chance to kind of share this business with you, and we know that people following you must be a reason they're still here with following your page. I think this is a business that is really put convention around its head. So it's uncommon path, but it's very rewarding path if you stick to it, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Anyway, have a great day
Thank you
and
so
take care of
much.
yourself.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
See
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.